I had to run a quick test stream to figure out, like, my sound, because I can't just watch YouTube on my phone anymore. That would just be far too straightforward. Well, how's it going? It's been a long time. It's been quite a long time, especially at Minecraft, but just, streaming in general, really. If you might remember, a while back, I did the MC, well, like, the Minecraft fucking tour stream. I think that's the only one I did of it. It's the... No, I did two. Second one was a tour. So this is the same realm. Sorry, I'm getting my thoughts together. It's been a long time since I've done this as well. I'm a little tired, but what can you do? Tired and fucked in the brain. This is the same realm. It's an entirely new area with an entirely new era of existence. Back in the Basin Lands, things were pretty peaceful. I mean, there really wasn't conflict. It was something very unique of the first era, as we just ended the first war of many, many wars to come here on during the second era. We had our first war start and end today. We've been really busy establishing the Amphissian Empire. I would imagine I probably mentioned the religion in the first episode. Well, first episodes rather. We've been working with the concept more. Working with the concept of an empire. We even have a very nice new banner and a very solid empire with many members. The first empire of the new era, of the era of empires. Welcome to Astoria. I think my TV's fucked up. I keep fucking seeing this weird shit on it. That or my eyes are fucked up. One or the other. Something ain't right. But that was my base. Actually, I think we should probably start here. Now, don't get me wrong. What the fuck he's doing that? Hold on, I gotta I gotta get closer to this shit. Is it like some fucking visual thing with the game? I know it's not the fucking fish in the water I'm seeing, it's fucking something else. Weird. Okay, anyway. What fucking ever, I guess. I think it's something with my TV because I got closer and like it's pretty much the same. I don't think it's my eyes. I think whatever. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I think the place to start would be here. Now I could give a... There's definitely enough stuff. I could honestly probably do a tour. Like I did last time. With all the stuff in the... Well, in New Amphissian and the surrounding basin lands. But I really, honestly, don't want to just go from place to place tonight. Very well might show some things off. But your tour stream's coming. Just not tonight. I kind of want to just make a little bit of progress, and yeah, there's a lot of goals I can do. Start explaining kind of how things are working with this new era. Just fucking untangle all my goddamn cords real quick so I can actually adjust. So this right here. This here is where the Empire started from. We all left the Mesa, reset, left our items, and came here. The reason it's a new Amphissian, there already is an Amphissian. It's at the original spawn, the spawn of the world. We had a couple of people set up on it, but yeah, it was just right there, right next to spawn. So I felt as though this island was like a perfect mirror of it in a way. So we have new Amphissian as well, with our religious symbol, the Amphissus, right here. You'll be seeing a lot of those, if you couldn't tell. No shit. But yeah, this is our little starting place. Everyone came here and then left to establish their corners of the Empire. So, I mean, it's pretty small too. I don't really think there's probably not going to be a whole bunch else on the island besides kind of what's already here now. I mean, honestly, did the palm trees for it. I was quite satisfied with how they turned out. I just kind of set this place up before we did the reset. We pretty much just had this island. It's just all about iron tools and armor. Because, I mean, who really gives a fuck? If we full reset it, that's like, what, 15 minutes of progress? If that. Just depends on how fast you find iron. So, yeah, I don't really think that was that important. Yeah, we just had the iron and this island pretty much. The house and... Oh yeah, because I didn't build the emphasis or anything on it. I just added grass and trees to the island. That was it. So all this stuff, all the chests and all the stuff in them, it's tamed after the reset. We're entering the Astoria. Now this here is kind of the main hub of all the Imperial activities. I mean, it's always going to be established, obviously, and like have things here, but it won't always be the hub. In fact, that's going to be one of the next projects that will be worked on. We have true intention of building a temple. So yeah, we're just kind of a temporary place here. I think it'll more end up being like, hold on one sec. Oh my good fucking hell, you're gonna be doing this fucking dumb shit. Come on, fucking YouTube work. Shut the fuck up, honestly. I don't owe you shit for you watching the stream. Someone wants fucking attention really bad, like, Jesus Christ. I don't care. I'm not playing these fucking games. I'm trying to do something. So you can leave gladly. You won't be missed. God, that shit's so fucking annoying. Yeah, I'm not playing those kind of games. No thanks. Your time is better suited elsewhere, obviously. So anyway, now that that's dealt with, doesn't fucking help when my phone needs to make it as hard as humanly possible. Let me see if I can. Yeah, honestly, I'm just not. No. No. Dude, unbelievable. Anyway, now that's fully dealt. God, I'm so fucking sick of my YouTube being all fucked up and broken like that. This is Astoria. Read on the signs there. Stupid fucking thing to work. We have the second shrine of Amphissian here. Now the first is out there in the Empire, and I'm sure I will show it at some point, but probably not tonight. There are sheep that break the audio for some reason. Don't mind the popping. Don't ask me why they do that. I couldn't tell you. It doesn't really make sense. Got the farmhouse up here. Pretty simple. It's supposed to be kind of a collective area for the whole empire. It's not been used that way very much, but you know, whatever. This is the enchanting build. I am a massive fan of this build. It's very, very good. It looks so fucking good. Especially from afar. Seeing this thing fade in from the distance. It's sweet. This is going to be the library, a archive of sorts, a record-keeping place. With this realm, we're really going all out. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. I got a bunch of shit set up on Discord. I'm giving out orders to members of the Empire. Have like completion dates and specific tasks and the whole fucking 9 yards. And one of the tasks was to build stuff here at Astoria, and quite a fan of some of the stuff that's been constructed here. I added, I got some walls going here. I need to finish them. It's not quite complete, but added some archways. Quite like the way they turned out. We got our agricultural section down here. We need to expand. Got the crops too, we just haven't done it yet. Like bamboo and cocoa leaves. sugarcane. One thing I really like is just how the ideas have naturally developed, and there is a lore for this, but we're kind of having the story progress in a way that feels natural at the same time. I'm not sure how much sense that makes, but obviously there's just stuff we're just pulling out of the ether entirely, but also, you know, some of it is like developed. It doesn't just happen. It has to be like something happening in the game or some ideas just coming. It's just been really cool. I've loved how it's turned out. This right here, the shrine idea, wasn't even mine. I hadn't even thought of that. But it just like, I mean, of course, like obviously, we got a whole religion, we got a goddess going on. We're gonna fucking want shrines. So, as one of my friend's ideas, and yeah, it's just like if I didn't have all the members of the empire, that sort of shit just wouldn't happen. And the collective concepts have been absolutely fucking superb. I'm trying to think. Can we get like got the mine down here? I can actually show you. I can see a lot of this stuff has been built out of deep slate. Let me come take a gander down here. Let me show you where that deep slate came from. Ooh, scary noises. Good old Minecraft cave sounds, unnerving for eons at this point. Yep, this is where this is where all of that deep slates came from. Bunch of weird paths and shit to it. I am envisioning some sort of project with this stuff down here. I just can't tell you what or even when necessarily. I've got a lot bigger fish to fry. The temple is the main thing. Yeah, I suppose since the war ended today, the first clash between the empires is over. I think prioritization is gonna go towards that. Sleep so I can show you something up in the savannah. curious. I'm just checking something really quick. Okay. Well, anyway. Up here. Fucking Lord Almighty. This too. Aquarium. Amphissian is pleased by this. We must spread her influence throughout the world. The sea will touch all. So I was quite happy when an acolyte built that. Got some good tropical fish in there. They do axolotl aquariums too. I mean, not with fish for obvious reasons, but just like a separate one with axolotls would be really cool. We had the island, New Amphissian Isle, and my palace, and then Astoria. Sort of make up the heart of the empire for now. This is the central hub. Like I said, people haven't really used Astoria a whole lot, but there has been a lot of returning and traveling. People have come and visit the island to grab specific things. It's just not happened very often. I do think when the temple is constructed and the whole project surrounding it, the hub's gonna be very, very active. But yeah, that's pretty much this place for now. What to do next? That's a real good question. Oh, by the way, I don't think I really mentioned it. We're close to the mesa, but we are specifically banished from the area, and obviously, in turn with that, banished from all the items. And that just doesn't go for me. Everyone a part of the realm has, well, I guess that's technically not true, because there's some really fucking inactive people in the realm. But anyone that actually is going to fucking do anything on the realm is, yeah, they've all agreed to the reset, even outside of my empire. So we've basically gotten, it's basically a whole new realm, pretty much. I mean, you see right here, this is pretty much as close as I can get, and up on the shoreline over there, it's like the closest I've gotten. I think the edge is, the very, very edge is okay. And this little section here, because it's entirely outside of this. But this is, you keep heading that way, That's where the basin lands are. That's where Amphissian is. But we're fucking we're on to bigger and better things for the time being. I will say that that will come into play at some point. We're just kind of not thinking about it right now in any sort of capacity. It basically just, it's gone. It doesn't exist. It's a whole new realm. We've never really done something like that. We would always fully restart the realm. And I think this is kind of sweet. Because we've actually, this realm, it's been going on since towards the beginning of 2024. Not quite like January or February, but I want to say it was literally like March or April of 24. We spent the first 2 months looking for that mesa in the first place. The longest I've ever just lived nomadically, going from village to village, bringing a bed around, just fucking exploring the Minecraft world. That's certainly the most I've ever explored a world ever in Minecraft. Was that like 2 months there? It was either like a month or 2 months, but it was the first, you know, first like opening period of the realm. We were just searching for a really fucking sweet area. We found that mesa and it was great. It was really cool, but at the same time, it was sort of like, oh well, you know, I kind of want something new, you know? I love the mesa, I love the color scheme. All the palettes and building shit in orange and like using lighter colors, like all that sort of shit. I'd never really used orange in a bunch of my builds like that. So it was really cool to play outside the box and sort of be limited by the environment. But now it was long enough, I think, having all kinds of environments again is really cool. There was a lot there too. I mean, there was some powerful entities there. The Amphissian Order, which is what the religion was at first, before the truth, before the era of the acolytes. And the subsequent split as a result, but we've entered the new era of the realm of the religion, the era of empires. Yeah, been having a lot of fun with it though. And things are really early on still. I do wish I was streaming more the like reset and the beginnings of that, and I thought about it, and I think I have gotten video clips of some events and stuff that have happened. But I think this is a good place to start. You know, it's still really early on, and going to be able to document it. I think that's another big piece. Is there's going to be a bunch of documentation of this. And yeah, it'll be cool. So yeah, I'm kind of deciding, well, I guess what I want to do, what I want to show, everything pretty much. I think we will head to the temple. I'm sort of realizing, like, now that the domain of the empire is on the ocean, I've been living on pretty much on and around the ocean this whole time since the reset. This is our dominion. Kind of silly that, I mean, it was a water religion, always was. That wasn't a new development. Even the name and stuff. The symbol itself is supposed to be a double-sided trident, the Amphissian. So yeah, it's sort of fucking ridiculous that we're on the ocean. Here we are. And we have not had a temple yet. We've built churches. We also like, so before we really weren't claiming villages. It was more we were converting their churches into our churches. So there's a very good chance we'll run across some old Amphissian order emphases around the old symbol. It's the same thing, it's just a little bit of a variation. It doesn't have like the acolyte rings, for example. But yeah, there's a very good chance we will run on some old Amphissian order territory and gotta claim it for the Amphissian Empire. So yeah, where the fuck? I keep doing this with the fucking goddamn boats. I don't know what the hell my problem is. At all. But, whatever. We're just gonna use this, I guess. Set respawn. I didn't even leave it. Where the fuck? Absolutely abysmal memory at the moment. I apologize. Apparently. We're fucking here, right in front of my goddamn fucking face. Anyway. We are going to head to the site of the temple. Construction has not started in the slightest. We've got a lot of work to do still, but I can show where it is. Gonna show some of the ideas. So most of the further stretches of the empire, pretty much are like most of them are up this way. There is one that's more kind of like that way, but most of them are up this way. So I think it just kind of is inherent and just makes a lot of sense to move the heart up. I was really unspecific with them. I just said, find your area. And I'm glad I was, because I just kind of like I said, I want there to be a natural flow to the story of this. Just how things play out. So, yeah, I think it's awesome, and I'll just adjust. And things will go pretty well. So I think one of those adjustments is going to be moving the heart up here, closer to the rest of the empire. Down there, I think will become like one of the further reaches of the empire. I think it's good we're moving away from the mesa anyway. Moving further away, rather. try not to get too close. I always seem to fail at that. Get hit with the fucking mining fatigue. Bastard's gotta die soon, but that shows you how... Oh my fucking god. Anyway, that shows you how... the kind of work that needs to be done. However, as the acolytes were setting out, this was discovered by Gregus, actually. Good old Gregus. Probably end up streaming the realm with him at some point here. But yeah, discovered this place, and I kind of discovered the temple later on. It's really fucking close to it. So, this, I believe, is kind of going to be the hub for building the temple. It'll also become like a, probably become like an established place as well for the Empire. Oh my god, the fucking sky looks awesome here with this pack. I don't know, like, I thought I could see it before, but I rendered since it's being fucky, but it's just over there, obviously. So this place would be literally, there's no islands on the other side of that. Not anywhere close anyway. This is by far the closest thing to that temple. There are other sea temples out there, but this one's just kind of next to a, well, first of all, next to a big island. Second of all, it's a fucking shroom island, so yeah, I think there's a temple like kind of over there a little bit, and there's a bunch in this ocean. There was one near New Amphissian Isle that was going to be the original temple before I kind of decided I wanted to move it closer to everyone's stuff and have the heart be in the middle and have everything push out, etc. So, yeah, this out of every place I've evaluated, I believe this will be the best spot for the temple, the first temple of Amphissian. So we have started to stockpile supplies here. All the fun things we're gonna need for this. Damn, it's actually been a minute since I opened this chest, so it's going pretty good in there. Looks like our members have dropped off more of the supplies. Seem to be doing good on those revelations on completing them. I'm very, very impressed with that. But yeah. I think we're gonna head back to Astoria. I believe there might be a tad bit more of those resources that we need for the temple. Bring back and fucking... Yeah, I'm not gonna start the temple tonight or anything. I think I'm just gonna send some resources here. Maybe get a small project going. Just something real straightforward I can do tonight. I'm probably not gonna stream much longer, but I sort of just wanted to begin this process of documentation. I've also got to fucking stream Overwatch. Yes, I do know about Diva's Mythic. I'm highly aware, as a matter of fact. Just sort of had trying to think of the most straightforward way of putting this sort of thing. I guess just the absolute worst chapter of my life has begun to open up, so I think that's pretty apt, honestly, just that right there. So it's been insane lately. And just horrible all around. So I've been a bit occupied, a bit busy. That's pretty much what I wanted to say with that there. So, There is no new normal in this fucking literal absolute goddamn slightest. There is no going back to normal. There is no anything of that sort. But I guess to say, things are settling. I should be able to stream more soon. That's, I guess my whole point with that. So yeah. Just absolutely abysmal times. Oh, fucking well. Now, like, stream more. Get some... Specifically, it will be Diva Watch. Diva Watch streams coming soon. I've got to play a fuck ton of it. I got to stream a fuck ton of it. I have the... And I still have enough time. I think I could easily do this. I want to break my record for amount of episodes streamed during a season of Overwatch. I want to say it was like... I don't remember which season it was, but I remember there was a season I was streaming very consistently. And those first couple seasons of Overwatch, I did really fucking good with streaming it. I had a bunch of fucking horseshit happen and things sort of fell off for a while there. But I really would like to get to that consistency of streaming it. And not just that, for this season specifically of Overwatch, with it being Divas Mythic, I would really like to break the amount of streams. I believe it was 13 was my highest at 13 episodes one season of Overwatch. So I wanna try and smash that fucking record, which means a lot of fucking streams. I wanna stream this more too. I've got plans to do a collaborative stream with someone and fully complete a game. We're still in the very developmental stages of that, so that's probably not going to be coming soon. I mean, probably maybe kind of soon. I mean, certainly within probably the grasp of this year, maybe later this year. But that's going to be an undertaking. But I'm very excited for that. I'm trying to think if there's any other things I'm really looking to stream very much. I think in general more one-off streams would be good as well. I remember I did like a Ghost of Tsushima stream. So a one-off one time. I love Ghost. I wouldn't mind doing another one-off stream of that. Obviously, Ghost of Yatai is coming out soon. Which is gonna be, I mean, I was nervous about it because I heard some things that kind of made me go, oh, okay, I don't know about this shit, but I seen some trailers for it and stuff recently. It's got me hopeful. Hopefully, it's not a false hope, but I guess for the October it comes out, I guess we'll find out soon. Dies and shit. I want to say it might actually be right here. No. I wonder if it got moved up there already. It was possible. Yeah, because it ain't here. Alright, well. Let's take it put in a... Okay, no, I was gonna say that'd be kind of odd if it did. I just get a fishing rod just randomly. Kind of weird. Don't remember that shit at all. Whatever. Anyway, I guess we don't have sand to deliver. I'm sure there's the resources I want. New Amphissian, but I was more looking for the stuff that I was owed for the Revelation. As for my own sand and gravel, I am going to bring a bunch of that for the project, but I'm kind of just figuring to do that all at once when I'm actually started with it, so. I've got it, because I do want to, I'm probably going to regret this, I do want to build it in creative as well, and I do honestly think that will make it easier in survival. Because, yeah, we're draining that fucking thing. If you couldn't kind of gather from the implications, that shit's getting drained. I've never done that in Minecraft. It's gonna be a bit of an undertaking. But I am excited for it. The scale of this is gonna be the greatest realm that we've ever had. That is the goal. The most documented, the most structures, the craziest structures, the build quality, everything. I just want it to be perfect. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. So I will return very shortly. Okay. So, got my sib. I think honestly a good project for the moment would be working on them walls. I'm getting sick of this shit not fucking working. This is obnoxious. Stupid fucking thing. You know what I mean though about the sheep? I'm just gonna let that fucking let them do their thing. They're all weird and crackly. I thought it was my headset. See if we got some deep slate around. I know for sure I have a bunch of it. Not here though. We'll check New Amphissian. And if not, we might have to go on a journey so I can do this little project here. I want to finish the walls around this. Not super interesting, but something. That's the thing about this Minecraft series. You're gonna see, you know, there will certainly probably be some events that go on during streams, and then other times I'll be fucking building fences. It'll be pretty goddamn mundane, but there'll be that and everything in between. Got a bit right there. Walls, probably use those. Oh, I can put my horns together finally. Glorious. Wait, huh? Hold on one second. Is there really not a way to fucking pause this shit? Stop broadcasting. I mean, the fucking PS5 could do that. I really figured there'd be a way to at least pause it. Gotta check something out real quick. Okay, interesting. Fascinating that. Yeah, I think my brain's hit maximum capacity for tonight, so thank you for joining, accompanying, watching the stream later on, etc. Fucking whatever. I don't know anymore, man. I've been dead a long time. That's it. Nope. Nope. That's it. I'm dead. I'm dead. That's it. I'm dead.